Welcome, my beautiful souls. I'm Selena from Essence of the Moon, and today we're exploring the Old Style Oracle, kindly sent to me by US Game System for my honest review. This evocative deck captures the timeless charm of traditional fortune-telling while weaving in a touch of modern mysticism. Its vintage aesthetic and intuitive symbolism invites us to step into the old ways of divination, where intuition, spirit, and story meet. So light your candle, shuffle your cards, and let's see what wisdom the Old Style Oracle has to share with us. Okay, thank you for sticking around to this wonderful unboxing. If you are not familiar with Old Style by Alexander Ray, he also has a tarot deck, Old Style Tarot by Alexander Ray, which is a phenomenal tarot deck. I use this deck a lot for past life readings because of the energy it gives me. So I was super excited when the Oracle deck was coming out because I love using his tarot deck. I use it for past life readings. Between that one and Vintage Tarot, those two are my go-to tarot decks for past lives. So I'm super excited that this was sent to me for my honest review. I have already reviewed the images, looked through the whole guidebook, and kind of just got a feel for the deck. Okay, so let's read what the back has to say. In his signature style inspired by antiquarian book engravings, psychologist Alexander Ray presents Old Style Oracle, a fascinating cartomantic system. The 52-card deck explores the many spheres of life with archetypal symbols from nature and human experience that act as keys to unlocking subconscious insight. Old Style Oracle was intricately designed as a tool to aid the reader in self-analysis, decision-making, and divination. Each card connects to a category, chakra, and color, helping to reveal emotional, spiritual, and life patterns. The 104-page guidebook gives detailed instructions for several spreads, demonstrating how to interplay the cards, create a narrative, and brings clarity to our deepest questions. Set includes a fold-out visual guide to the reading system for easy reference. So I pulled out that guide. Holy mackerel. It is super in-depth. Let me show you guys. But this is the box. It doesn't have a full cutout, but it does slide out easy enough for you to be able to take it out yourself. And those are the inside of the box. Here's the guidebook. So you can tell I have already reviewed the images, but let's pull out this handy dandy reference. Huge reference, guys. I mean, this is a huge pullout. So that's just kind of an idea of how large it is and what it looks like. So it gives you the table of symbols. So for example, you have the red, the Mulandara red. Here we have nature, conditions, personages, animals, symbolism, places. So let's kind of pull one out. So this one has the round on there and it's conditions. And red means, for that one would be nudity. Orange is dance, chase, liberation, flight, mess, and ascent. So this one has indigo would be that one. And conditions is a mess. So there you have the mess. So it's very, very detailed, very intricate. Like here we have different plants. We have the card diagram, so the number reference to flow its color and sphere of life. The frame indicates the category, the chakra. And of course, the title at the bottom indicates its meaning. Again, it gives you what the different chakras mean, the needs and the health issues. Right now, I'm dealing with orange and kidneys. So if y'all don't know, I have systemic lupus. And I've been in remission for about 10 years since my last divorce. Obviously not divorced now, but for someone who has had lupus since she was 18, I'm now 44. It's getting a little tougher, guys. It's getting tougher. So that's the pullout. And I really am trying to give myself grace and not be so hard on myself. So here's the guidebook. And I think it said it was 108 pages, if I recall correctly. So it's a little over 100 pages. You have some spots back here for notes. Gives you about the creator, Alexander Ray. I love his work, guys. Truly, he's a phenomenal deck creator. The old style tarot. I know several people that use it, and they also use it for past life. I know Miss Tarot D loves using old style tarot, Alexander Ray, for past life as well. Her and I have talked about that. And it's just such a great deck. So here we go. It has a couple of the different plants back here, and it's giving you, like for sanctuary, a couple of the keywords, the chakra, the color, the category, the meaning plus, meaning minus, and personality description. So it's really a quite interesting deck, guys. Like here's another one, like a chakra layout. This is very detailed, like super detailed. I'm not very detailed or well versed with chakra. So this one's going to be a study for sure. So different types of readings. Here it gives you different definitions here for table of symbols, like witch, shaman, angel, nymph, depending what number it's on. So it's kind of giving you an idea of all of the cards being used. And back in over here, we have our table of contents. Introduction. So it goes back to antique book engravings from the 15th to 19th century, which is, he also has the old style Lenormand, and I almost got that, but decided not to, and I'm kind of regretting it now. I feel like I need to go back and get the Lenormand deck, or Lenormand, because I am learning a little bit more about Lenormand, and I think these will be phenomenal to have together. Dear readers, if you are faced with a brand new cartomantic system, explore it and become discoverers of insightful interpretation and meaning. Use it in a combination with tarot and Lenormand readings or cards. Reveal its possibilities and test its strength. Find out how it manifests answers in different readings and layouts. The information provided in this guidebook is only a small part of what you can discover with this deck. I would be honored if you allow old style Oracle to be your wise counselor and working tool on your path to make yourself and the world a little better. With joy and anticipation, Alexander Ray. For that alone, I will definitely reach out to him and kind of chat with him on Instagram. A lot of these deck creators are on Instagram, and they love to hear your feedback on their decks. They love to watch your walkthroughs. If you're doing a walkthrough, definitely tag them in it. Post it on Instagram in your story. Tag them in on it. They love to see how excited other people get about their decks. So that's just my little 2 cents for you guys. So here we have the beautiful backs. They're very similar to the old style tarot. Let me pull out one of those cards so that you can see that. So here's the back to the old style tarot, and they're exactly the same size. Yeah, exactly the same size, same energy, everything. It's beautiful, and it has nice quality cardstock. I feel like this is going to be really good to shuffle as well as to fan out. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I think that maybe has a 0 on there. Sure does. So it's a rose. Let me grab my guidebook so that I can see what images we're looking at here. Okay, so it starts off with the 3 that are in the back, which are the plants that I showed you guys earlier. So here we have the plant is rose. So between plus and minus, the flow is null. Colors are all spectrum. Category is plants. And it does give you reversal meanings as well. Our next card is the poppy. And that would be under denial and blocking. Descending is the flow. Color is black. And category, of course, is plants. The next one is oak. And that is need and desire. Flow is ascending. Colors is white. Category, of course, is plants. These almost look like Lenormand by looking at the images. Okay, so let's start off with these cards right here. This is sword and shield, protection and attack, security and instinct. Such beautiful images. I love his work. Fan is lightness, dignity, sensual, nobility. That's Miss Tarot D right there. She came up twice in this deck unboxing. Seal, law and order, social norms. Isn't that a beautiful seal? Look at the signature down there. Door is boundaries and access, a measure of possibility. Oh, I love these images, guys. The next one is easel, creativity and beauty, creating space. I can totally see that. Look at that beautiful mirror. It reminds me of a mirror from Beauty and the Beast. The one that's the talking, I feel like she looks like the talking armoire. Truth and distortion, doubling reality. Wow. It would have been cool if you could actually have like a reflective part on there where you could see. Palm is intuition and providence, the hand of fate. And this, every time I see a hand or a palm like this, I think of Carla from Miss Kulala's. She was teaching everybody, and know thy hand was the hashtag, the VR. And she's a phenomenal palm reader. Phenomenal palm reader. The next one is cave, the receptacle and bowels. The den of secrets. That's an interesting one. Receptacle and bowels. Huh. Tornado, cycle and spontaneity, descending power. Wow, look at that water spout. Has anyone ever seen a water spout in real life? I have. Living in Florida, I've seen water spouts. They're pretty magnificent. Forest, plurality and middle, confused, wandering. Ooh, he does look like he's confused and wandering. Waterfall is overcoming and accelerating, purposeful, falling. Wow. The fluidity that comes with this, the waterfall. Volcano, impulse and discharge, intense threat, most definitely. Island, separateness and singleness, forced loneliness. I'm getting so many ideas for past life work with this deck. I think this is going to be a phenomenal past life deck. Valley, foresight and prosperity, even distribution. I like that. Here we have conditions. So now we're in conditions, and this is nudity. And as you can see, I had to cover it for the sake of not getting this video tagged and pulled off the internet. Inside out and natural, unadulterated openness. Dance, sexuality and concentration, enjoyment, of the action. Chase, fatigue and swiftness, achievement in a hurry. Yeah, it's definitely in a hurry. Liberation, dependence and will, limiting influence. Flight, novelty and control, going beyond. Beautiful. And the hummingbird, that's like a fairy. Looks like a hummingbird. Mess, confusion and stagnation, orderly chaos. I love orderly chaos. I live in a orderly, chaotic world, guys. Ascent is breakthrough and hierarchy, the test of intention. I like that. That's like climbing the corporate ladder right there. Giant. So now we're in personages. The giant is support and indestructibility, a measure of greatness. So as you can see, there's a lot of washi tape going on here. There's a lot of, unfortunately, nudity on here. Not horribly, but you know how people get. Twins, equilibrium and difference, splitting unity. Stranger, obscurity and strangeness. Shaman, measurement and carrying, healing goodness. Isn't he a cool shaman card, guys? Look at that. Wow, I like him. So cool. Nymph, birth and youth, desired perfection. Witch, future and preservation, absolute knowledge. I love this meaning in this card, guys. Look at that. Isn't she fabulous? Angel, holiness and timeliness, commitment to peace. I love this. Animals, there's the next one. So now we have Griffin, task and prosperity, empowerment. I think griffins are such cool animals. Spider, networks and structure, industrious entanglement. Monkey, fickleness and trickery, a harmless bully. Look what he's doing. He's getting ready to start messing with that animal down there. That's funny. Eagle, kinship and pride, guardian intimacy. Unicorn, idealism and fantasy, inspiration from myths. Chameleon, adaptability and secrecy, small request. Look at this beautiful butterfly. Look at her. Butterfly, purpose and transformation, from ugliness to beauty. I've never thought they were ugly, even when they were transforming. Light, energy and warmth, attracting attention. Look at that with the malls. It's attracted to the light at night. That is now symbolism. Scarecrow, prohibition and waste, a discouraging emptiness. Swarm, team and organization, focus on purpose. Check out this next card, guys. Execution, loss and gain, sacrifice, sacred necessity. Calling, responsibility, and trepidation, following a dream. The next card is shadow, imperfect and suppressive, an elusive enemy. Look at that. Beautiful card. Holy mackerel. Wow. Idol, worship and faith, requiring veneration. Chapel, events, so now we're at places. Events and deadlines, the passage of time. Oh, this is totally past life work, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to use it. Bridge, unification and transition, the end of the cycle. Market, bargaining and surfeit, the importance of quantity. Oh, I love this deck, guys. Mill, craft and endeavor, alchemy. Such a good card for alchemy. Well, the depth and hidden forces, the source of life. Sanctuary, harmony and tranquility, avoidance of oppressive conditions. Wow. Oh, I love his artwork, guys. And last but not least, altar, cause and effect, rewarding karma. Ah, beautiful. I love these guys so much. These are absolutely beautiful cards. I know these are going to fan out perfectly. Yeah, they sure did. They probably won't shuffle as great because I have washi tape on some of these, but I'm going to attempt them anyways. Only because that washi tape's going to get in the way. So I'm going to try and be gentle with shuffling so as not to peel off or get cards stuck in like where the washi tape flips and causes another one to get stuck with it. But it does shuffle nicely. It has really good quality cardstock. Shuffles like butter. And I'm sure it overhand shuffles nicely as well. It does. And yeah, it's such a lovely deck, guys. So let's do a really quick reading. And then I'm going to pair it with that old style tarot. He has so many spreads on here. Yeah, he has there's a lot of spreads in here. So we're just going to do a past, present, future. And we'll see what the cards say for that. So can I have, oops, I haven't even asked my questions and they're already flying out. Let's start over. One card, please. Can we get a pass? Oh, barely even came out. Forest. And what's the present situation? What's the present energy? Can you give me the present energy, please? One card. One card, present energy. Present energy, please. One card, present energy. Oops, whoops, 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 whoops. This one came out first, so palm. And what is the outcome? What is the outcome? Can I have the outcome, please? One card. Thank you. Bridge. Ooh, that's a great outcome card from what I was reading. Okay, so the present is the forest, or the past. Present is palm, outcome is bridge. So let's look up forest. And that is number 52 for the forest. So plurality and middle confuse wandering. And that is your chakra, orange, yellow color, nature, a card of wandering in the search of something. Being in the middle of the road, a multiplicity of options and paths, abundance and variety of gifts, free nature, growth and development, luck and achievement in achieving one's goals. Mediator, a neutral person capable of setting a matter, ability and flexibility. The meaning is the minus, which I'm guessing would be reversed. I didn't pull it reverse, but it's wasteful, inappropriate attitude towards resources, opportunities. Overall is undecided, confused person, yet possessing many possibilities. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. Okay, let's look for Palm. Is number 49 right before that. So current situation is Palm, and that is intuition, providence, and hand of fate. And that's your chakra, red-violet color, intuitive choice, the ability to make a balanced, wise decision, divine protection and blessing, patronage of higher powers, gift or clairvoyance, balance of personal qualities, a good sign for business, a chance encounter, a fate-ordained event, destiny, handiwork, and unique product. The reverse part is rigid materialism and so forth. For the sake of the time, I'm not going to read all that. Personal description, balance, relationship, sensitivity to their desires, knowing your strengths and weakness. Interesting. I like that card. And Bridge is page 90. Bridge is, my outcome is unification and transition, the end of the cycle. Carries a unifying function, symbolizes contact and relationship, something that binds people, situations, and helps to find a compromise. The transition from idea to implementation of what has been conceived, getting out of a predicament, the help of a reliable person, a period of transition, a new stage in life, to be a mediator. Meaning and minus is the final and irrevocable rejection of something. And personality description, a mediator, a person who combines people's interests, and negotiator. Interesting. I like that. Okay, so let's pair it with Old Style Tarot. So again, that's what the box looks like. I highly recommend getting the Old Style Tarot. It's a phenomenal deck. It reads so good, especially if you're big into past life readings. I mean, look at how perfect these go together. So we have the Six of Wands with celebration, and the Forest, which, if we remember, he was debating on his choices and what to take in life. So it looks like it'll be successful, because here we have the Four of Cups. So I guess it depends on what path you take. The Sun with the Bridge. So as we know, Bridge was success, transition, and the Tower. So sometimes, even when we do cross that bridge, I mean, we do see a tower back there. Sometimes there are necessary tower moments in your life that are needed in order for you to get to the Sun card, to get to your fulfillment and your happiness. The Star with Palm. So you know, Palm Reader is a really good card, and the Knight of Swords. Strength with Chase and Queen of Cups. This almost looks like a past life going on here. Like these two women, I feel, were chasing a man here. And who won? The Queen of Cups or the person with the strength? Or did he choose going to the strength because of the way he's facing? I don't know. It's interesting. Three of Pentacles with Poppy and Ace of Swords. These go so well together, guys. 10 of Cups, Giant, and 2 of Cups. Beautiful card here, guys. Let's see what the Giant had to say again. Giant is page 65. Support and indestructibility, a measure of greatness. Something significant or massive, a large size or increase in something. Fortitude, the ability to endure. A great challenge, a connection with powerful persons. Feasible, help from them. Possible victory over enemies or rivals after an intense struggle. Parent, adult. Exaggeration of existing difficulties or downplaying the importance of one's roles in a situation. So, I think this is the pure happiness card right here, that it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of greatness for you to be able to get to your Two of Cups and your Ten of Cups moment. Death, door, and the High Priestess. Wow. Four of Swords, Nymph, and the World. Seven of Pentacles. Easel, perfect. Page of Pentacles, lovely. Such a wonderful pairing, guys. I love these together. And that was the Old Style Oracle, a deck that feels like opening a window to the past while still speaking clearly to the present. 8 heartfelt thank you to US Game Systems for sending this beautiful oracle my way for review. If this deck calls to you, you'll find all the links below, along with my Ko-fi shop for ritual oils, readings, and spell works, and my Firmo blue light glasses discount. And as always, may your path be guided by intuition, protected by spirit, and illuminated by the moon. Until next time, I'm Essence of the Moon, reminding you that magic is always closer than you think.